Whoa, whoa. Guys, grizzly.
Stop moving, guys.
That's a big boy. Guys, don't move. I hope it's just curious.
Cyril Chaquet spends his life traveling the world
Easy, big guy.
in search of massive fish.
Look at the size of that thing.
No matter the danger,
Look at the amount of venom on that barb.
careful, he'll do whatever it takes to see these giants up close.
He could almost swallow me whole.
But many of these animals are also in danger
They're facing a lot of challenges, those fish.
from habitat destruction, pollution, and commercial overfishing. Now, Cyril and his team of adventure filmmakers are on a grueling mission across the globe
Look out!
Unbelievable.
Whoa! Oh, yeah!
to help scientists study these fantastic creatures and protect them.
We have the choice whether we preserve those fish or we let them go extinct.
Together, they'll fight to save the last of the giants.
We made it.
Previously, Cyril and his team traveled to British Columbia, an untamed and dangerous place.
Whoa, guys, watch out.
What is it?
The black bear.
Their mission, to help protect North America's last true giant, the white sturgeon.
Hey, Colin.
Hey, how's it going?
They met up with Colin, a scientist who is trying to locate sturgeon's spawning grounds in order to protect them.
If nothing's done, these fish are definitely headed in the wrong direction.
He needs Cyril to catch a fish over 7 feet long so he can tag it.
Wow, that's a bag-breaking fish.
They caught a couple of big sturgeon,
Yes.
but none huge enough to tag.
Can you believe that this fish is way too small? He's off.
Until finally, the team managed to get a real giant on the line.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Thanks, man.
The sound man Manu helps Cyril,
Colin, yeah, we've got a big one.
while Jeff the director calls Colin to come tag the fish.
Okay, see you soon, bye.
The biologist's boat is close by,
He's on his way.
and he should be here in a few minutes.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Stop him, guys.
Get it. Grab his tail, grab his tail. Get it, Cyril.
Got it.
Don't let go.
I can't hold it, though. I can't hold it.
Damn it. Damn it.
He was right here. Yeah, he went right by my feet. If I didn't have my camera in my hand, I would have.
I grabbed it, but there was no way I could hold on to this fish. I mean, it was too big.
That was exactly the monster we were after. That was the giant we were looking for.
I was trying to keep this fish in a place where there was enough water for him to breathe and swim. You know, I didn't want to drag it into the shallows here because it's full of sand and water here. It's not good for him. I wanted this fish to be as little stressed as possible for the operation.
In the end, it was more stressful for us.
Did you see this thing? It almost knocked you over, right?
Yeah, seriously, I thought it was like a massive anaconda coming through the water towards me.
And this fish was landed, you know, he was kind of sitting quiet there. I removed the hook, no problem. And then he got a burst of energy at the last minute, and boom! Watch out, watch out, watch out! There, did you get a shot of it?
Yeah, it was massive, man. It was huge. When it skated through there, it would have taken most of you to hold on to it anyway.
Yeah.
It's time to call Colin back and give him the bad news.
Colin, yeah, listen, cancel that. The fish got off and got away.
All right, let's pack it up. I'm getting bites, but they're not taking it. They're not taking the bait.
Once again, the team goes home without tagging the fish thereafter.
It's okay, man. We'll get one. We'll get it.
Yeah.
Oh, man, do you see the size of that fish?
It was huge.
The next day, the team is headed back to the Fraser, determined to catch and tag a giant sturgeon for Colin's research. And this time, they're gonna try something different.
Hey, Braden. Morning, Cyril. How you doing, man?
Good, man.
Good to meet you, man.
Braden is a local fisherman who'll take them out on his boat.
Pleasure working with you.
Sounds good.
Let's go catch one.
And Colin will follow in his boat. So if Cyril catches a sturgeon, he'll already be there to tag it, hopefully avoiding yesterday's bad luck.
So more than 2 meters, right?
Yes.
More than 2 meters, guys. You got that?
These guys got.
White sturgeon can grow to over 12 feet long, so they're bringing help. Braden's friend Matt, an expert fisherman.
Let's do it.
And Colin's technical assistant, Garrett.
Is this the area that we call the heart of the Fraser?
Yes, sir.
It's here.
Sturgeon capital of the world.
Is it?
Mission DC.
All right.
Even in boats, British Columbia's largest river is far from safe.
Dangerous river, right?
Dangerous river. Dangerous river. Kinsey, lies review. It's a big river. Big river. Lots of water.
Lots of debris too, right?
Lots of debris.
Braden knows the river and how to avoid the logs out here.
Don't want to hit that.
But not all debris are logs.
That's a dead seal.
It's a dead seal, yeah?
Colin stays close by, so he'll be ready immediately if Cyril catches a giant fish. Meanwhile, Braden gets ready to prep his bait, and he's definitely a little particular.
You're gonna see me wearing gloves all day. So sturgeons, they have an incredible sense of smell. So anytime I'm touching weights, baits, leaders, everything like that, I'm always very cautious.
They smell better than us, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, they're virtually blind, so how they catch their food is by movement and smell. So if it doesn't smell right to them,
They're smart.
they are very smart.
To catch a sturgeon huge enough to tag, Braden uses big salmon pieces.
Nice cast, man.
Thank you. Done it a couple times.
Yeah.
And they put 4 lines in the water to increase their odds.
Yeah, it feels weird net fishing with my rods, but you know, I'll get adjusted to yours.
Exactly.
A rod is a rod, right? A reel is a reel.
It's time to wait. Somewhere beneath them could be a sturgeon, ready to suck up their bait with its vacuum-like mouth. To keep up with these fish, the cameraman Chris needs to be extremely quick on his feet.
So Chris, if rod 2 goes, which one it is? 2, it's here. It's pretty fast, that guy. See? Yeah. 3, fish. I got it. One, fish. There you go. Got it all figured out.
He's been doing his yoga.
While they wait for a sturgeon to eat their bait, the team eats lunch. Everyone except the relentless cameraman Chris.
We don't eat. Do you?
Not a lot.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's in his contract to eat.
And at the end of the day, he's got cramps because he doesn't drink enough water.
Yeah, because he forgets to drink too.
Yeah.
Forgets to eat, drink, sleep.
Run three.
Yep. Here we go. Fish on, guys. Guys, come on. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, nice fish.
Oh, it is.
Beautiful fish.
It's a giant.
Nice job, Cyril.
Thank you, man. Coming up again.
This fish seems to be the right length for Colin to tag. Cyril can't afford to lose another giant.
This fish is so big, it's running downstream. We can't stop it.
Taking a lot of line.
Yeah. Are we getting up the anchor?
Yeah, we're getting up the anchor.
If he keeps going that way, we could lose this fish. I'm gonna run out of line. That's why he's pulling up the anchor, so we can chase this fish down.
Raising the anchor allows the boat to drift with the fish and gives Cyril a chance to get some line back.
We're drifting downstream. The current is going this way, so now we're drifting with the fish.
One thing we have to be careful about in this area, there's a lot of snags.
There's a lot of snags.
A lot of snags.
The river seems to be filled with obstacles.
You see the sand that you see on the bark there. In some rivers, in some environments, it can be a problem for the fish. You know, dredging, basically they extract the sand from the bottom of the river and they destroy fish habitats. Oh,
Big head shakes.
big head shakes, monstrous head shakes.
To complicate things further, the wind suddenly whips up hard, making fishing even tougher.
That's a big fish, huh?
It is.
And the eventual surgery to implant a tag, possibly dangerous for the fish.
Now you want to bump the boat forward a little bit. Keep this fish up in the water column right now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, he's back in the back.
If the fish manages to swim under the boat, it could break the line on the hull.
Come on, fish, stay with me.
Nice job, Cyril.
Colin, I think this is the one for you. Okay, here he is. Whew. Look at the size of this fish.
Awesome fish.
It's a nice-sized fish, but smaller than the one that got away yesterday. Hopefully, it's big enough for Colin's research.
I'm going to set the cradle up here.
Braden sets up a cradle to safely transport the fish to shore and perform the surgery.
Incredible how gigantic this fish is.
Now comes the moment of truth. To tag this fish,
Okay, measuring tape.
Colin needs it to be at least 7 feet long. Bigger fish have a greater chance of being sexually active during the lifespan of the tag.
Okay, I'm at the point of the nose there. What do you got?
So if it's too short,
86, 7'1".
they can't tag it.
Colin, 7'1". Do you want to tag it?
We're gonna go. Okay, good. We're going, guys.
Colin agrees to tag the fish,
Lots of water in the cradle, Cyril? Yeah, perfect.
but these are far from ideal conditions for a surgery.
The wind, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it to the beach fighting the wind.
We're getting a lot of wind right now. A lot of waves, and I'm holding on to the fish now so we don't lose him. But at least the fish is breathing, you know. I'm putting some water in through here so he can breathe. He's upside down, so he's resting. It's a good resting position for the fish.
Colin has a very short time to perform the surgery. The fish is already tired, and they want to stress it as little as possible.
I'm gonna put a mask to keep the procedure as sterile as possible.
Once Colin makes his incision, he'll have less than a minute to check the fish's sex, insert the tag, and sew it back up. Any longer could be life-threatening for the animal.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, make a small incision here.
Well done, man. Here.
Colin checks the fish's sex by looking at its internal reproductive organs.
Female.
Female?
Now it's time to delicately insert the tag without harming the fish.
Everything's in place.
Sutures?
Now, Colin needs to quickly sew up the incision.
Hard in those conditions.
Very tricky.
Very.
About a 1 inch up. Yeah, right there, cut. Perfect.
Colin completed the surgery perfectly.
Good
job, guys.
Good job. Good job to you, man.
Cyril, you want to measure out?
Yeah.
Now he wants to double-check the sturgeon's length.
Good.
The bigger the fish, the better the chance that it's mature, which means a better chance for the tag to collect data on the fish's spawning events.
91 inches. 231 centimeters.
Okay, now we can revive it.
It's actually 5 inches longer than they originally thought, but incredibly still at the bottom end of what Colin needs for his research.
But you want an even bigger fish, possibly, right?
For me, bigger the better. And these tags here have about a 10-year battery life.
But on a fish that lives about 150 years?
Yeah, it's a pretty short time frame, and that's why I try to tag fish over 2 meters. They have a much higher chance of being sexually mature, so I can have the potential of recording a spawning event. Plan on catching another fish either today, tomorrow, or the next day.
Right, yeah.
They've succeeded in tagging a big fish, but it looks like the quest for a truly giant white sturgeon isn't over yet.
My hands are starting to go numb here.
And so are mine. And you got the easy part there. You got the tail. You want to switch?
How are your biceps?
Such a magnificent creature. The scutes are really sharp. I don't know if you can see here, but this is like a blade. Like it's so sharp.
Yeah, you can see here, scoop.
The scute.
Slice both my gloves.
He's ready. Just give him in the right direction. He's leaving.
There he goes.
All right.
Right on.
Good job. Good job. Mission accomplished.
Yes. So what I'm going to do is fish probably hasn't moved too far. I'm going to go back and we're going to get our mobile receiver set up and we'll be able to ping that tag, make sure we're picking it up.
Sounds great.
With the fish now tagged, the team wants to make sure the technology is working properly.
This is the acoustic receiver here. It's just got some weights on it so we can keep it down in the water.
Okay.
The tag emits an acoustic pulse that should be picked up by Colin's mobile receiver. But after a few minutes, they haven't even picked up a faint signal. It isn't a good sign.
How close do you need to be to the fish for you to be able to pick up a signal?
A couple hundred meters.
It's not likely that the sturgeon is already out of range. The worsening weather might be causing interference, or it's a faulty tag.
It's gonna be very hard to pick up any kind of signal with the wind, right? Oh, it's crazy right now. Look, the bow is almost under.
Yeah, I've never seen the wind this bad here. This is completely unfishable.
Howling. Look at the trees up there.
Do you want to go back to the guys?
Yeah.
Colin calls off the search and decides to head back to shore to wait for the storm to pass.
The wind's coming from this direction, you can see here. As soon as we get around that corner, our boats are going to be slamming into that dock, slamming into that boat ramp. We might be waiting this out for a little bit. There's just too much background noise today for us to be able to pick it up.
I don't think we can pick up anything in this weather. I mean, the wave action and the wind.
These are ocean waves right here.
Yeah, it's ocean swell.
Their boat is too small for these rough water conditions.
Well, the only time I see waves this big are when the big tugs come by. It doesn't happen every day this weather.
And with still no signal, Garrett keeps pushing through the big waves and finally gets their boat to shore.
Oh, that's too rough. We're taking 4-foot waves over the bow.
The crew regroups. Colin is eager to tag an even bigger fish for his study, but the wind gets worse.
Fishing right now is consistently blowing 83, gusting 125
Kilometers an hour. That's crazy.
Yeah.
No more fishing, right?
Not for today.
Not for the next few days. Looks like.
Yeah.
The team isn't sure they can even make it back to the dock today.
We're stuck on the river here. We got too big a wave to...
But someone is willing to take a calculated risk,
We're going to head back and try for it here, Garrett.
All right.
and everyone joins in.
You hopping in with us?
Good luck, guys.
You too. Good luck.
It's a huge gamble.
Never seen anything like this.
No?
No, not here.
Wow.
This once-in-a-lifetime windstorm is creating gigantic waves that could sink their small fishing boats.
I've never seen it like this, buddy. I know. It's crazy. Okay, buddy.
After 45 minutes in these raging waters,
Good job, man.
they finally make it to the docks.
I guess the fishing plans will have to change.
The intense winds blowing in the Fraser Valley forced the team to rethink their strategy and their itinerary. So Jeff maps out potential fishing spots,
Yeah, we can be there.
while Cyril makes some calls.
All right, so we'll see you soon. Bye. All right, boys, pack it up. There's no need to look for a sturgeon spot.
No?
It's no one is going to take us fishing on the river. It's too dangerous. It's too wavy. It's too windy. They say it'll keep blowing like that for at least a week. So we have a week. Let's make the best use of it.
So what's that mean?
That means that we're prematurely going on the next mission, which is the salmon.
The team has to postpone tagging a truly giant sturgeon, but the second critical part of the mission is waiting for them. The Pacific salmon genus includes 100-pound giants, and all its species are the sturgeon's food source. But some salmon stocks have dropped drastically, and the predators that feed on them, including eagles, bears, orcas, and the white sturgeon, could face catastrophic consequences if nothing is done.
So that was Tanya on the phone.
Dr. Tanya Brown has recruited the team to collect salmon samples deep in the northern wilds, where the terrain will be seriously challenging.
We're gonna go for some real adventure now. So grizzly bears, cold, wolves, and really cold water. Sounds good, no? That's what
I wasn't ready for it, but okay, if we're gonna do it now, let's do it.
We'll come back here when we're done. The sturgeon have been around for what, 150 million years, right?
So they'll be here when we get back?
I guess so, right?
They'll be headed to a remote river system over 600 miles north of the Fraser River, which winds through towering mountain ranges in a vast no man's land.
Let's do it.
They'll be back to catch a giant sturgeon,
Yeah, catch it, Cyril. Got it.
but for now, they forge ahead, ready for the next mission.
All right, giant white sturgeons, we'll be back.
The next stage of the team's mission begins at the Department of Fisheries and Oceans, where they meet one of the world's leading salmon researchers who's trying to save wild salmon.
Hey. Hey. Tanya, how are you? Nice to finally see you. Yeah, that's great.
This is Kat, my technician.
Hi, nice to meet you. Cyril. Nice to meet you.
We've got a lot to cover today, so let's get started.
Let's get started.
Yeah,
All right.
perfect.
Dr. Tanya Brown has been studying toxicity levels in Pacific salmon, how that affects their health, and the predators that feed on them.
And Tanya, what kind of contaminants do you find in salmon?
We're detecting a number of different compounds, legacy contaminants such as PCBs, mercury, newer contaminants or substances. For example, cocaine has been detected in cocaine.
In fish, they find that, really?
Yeah, a long list of different contaminant classes that we're looking at.
The waterways around major urban areas contain many types of contaminants, such as heavy metals, recreational drugs, and pharmaceuticals that come from industry waste and human pollution. Salmon are born in rivers and migrate to the ocean to mature before returning to spawn. Along the way, they bioaccumulate these contaminants, which then transfer to the animals that feed on salmon and cause health issues.
We're really appreciative that you're helping us get the samples, and it's going to help our research, and overall it's going to help the environment, right? So
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, show me how it's done.
Okay.
For her research, Dr. Brown urgently needs samples from wild salmon in the north. So the team will travel to one of the world's most remote river systems to catch, catalog, and sample 3 different related species: coho salmon, pink salmon, and chum salmon. Today, Cyril's practicing with a Chinook salmon. He has to learn multiple sampling protocols, collect caudal fin clippings to determine the stock of the species, scales to determine the fish's age, and muscle tissue to determine the fish's diet and levels of contaminants.
Here we go.
Before finally cutting through the brain to retrieve the otoliths, 2 small bones used to determine if the fish is wild or from a fish farm.
Okay, perfect. So you're going to have to get good at this. Yeah, so.
Yeah, because it'll be windy, most probably rainy. You guys are paying attention because it's a lot of information right now. You're going to have to help me out in the field here.
There's so much stuff.
Yeah, there is so much stuff. It's unreal.
All the samples will need to be placed in a dry shipper, a special container lined with foam that has been saturated with liquid nitrogen, a dangerously cold substance.
Oh, it is quite a bit of space, yeah.
Keeping the samples frozen at minus 190 degrees Celsius or minus 310 Fahrenheit, the dry shipper adds an extra level of pressure on the team, because after only 14 days, the liquid nitrogen will run out, ruining all the samples inside. So they have to get back before that happens.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for having me be part of this.
We look forward to your return.
Yeah, if I ever return.
With our samples.
With the samples, yeah. As long as you get your kid back, you don't really care, right?
The next day, the team takes a flight deep into the interior of BC to get to the remote river systems that are the spawning grounds of the Pacific salmon. Bordering on Alaska, this extremely remote wilderness is home to black bears, grizzlies, wolves, and other predators. The terrain is steep and jagged and crisscrossed by water so fast and cold that it can kill you in a matter of minutes. Out here, an accident or a mistake could be deadly.
All right, let's go.
The team hikes towards a remote set of rivers where salmon make their yearly migration. But the terrain is tough, severely slowing their progress. And with just over 12 days before the dry shipper expires, every second counts.
Ow! Easy with the branches, man.
All right, man. Too close to Jeff, give him a couple faces because he'll smack you in the face.
All right, thanks for the tip.
They've strayed off their GPS coordinates a little, though it looks like the team has at least found some water.
It's not a river. It's a swamp.
It's a swamp, yeah. Beautiful. What's that? Looks like a dead animal. Oh, it's a moose. It's a moose carcass. The bear must have killed it. Be careful, guys. He might still be around.
Cyril loads his bear banger, a loud but harmless device used to scare bears away.
It's pretty fresh. I don't know what killed it, but most probably a grizzly bear. You have your bear bangers?
Quiet, please.
What?
Please, guys. Please, guys. I heard something.
What is it?
Shh, quiet. I hear something in the forest. I think it's getting closer.
I heard something. I'm not sure what it was.
I didn't pick that up.
I did. It's out there.
Let's keep going, guys. He may come back to its kill.
Though they're massive, a charging grizzly bear could easily catch the team.
Yeah, so let's keep moving, guys. Because the forest might be far, but this thing can come charging out of the forest in no time, so.
Man, if something came at me right now, I wouldn't be able to run away from that.
That's it, that's why. Hey, guys, come here. I found the river. The GPS was right.
We finally made it to the river after hiking like 6 miles of this stuff.
Let's go. Looks good down there. I use a fly rod here. It's perfect. It's shallow enough, and salmon, they love flies.
The team has finally found one of the tributary rivers where salmon should come in from the ocean to spawn. There's fewer fish around this year, but if Cyril manages to catch one, they'll collect the
Fish, 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 fish. He's coming up, coming up, coming up. It's right there, right there. Oh, yeah. It's a coho.
It's one of the salmon species they're after and could provide the samples they need.
It's a nice coho, look at that.
But there's a problem.
Right, right. That means we won't be able to sample it. Look at this fish, beautiful. At least we know they're here. Oh, wow, yes. Look how beautiful this fish is. It's got its spawning colors, you know, the pink hue on the belly. That means this fish is spawning right now, so I'm gonna set it free right away. Beautiful fish.
It's one of the target species, but the fish hasn't spawned yet. And since there are so few around this year, Cyril lets it go to reproduce.
Bye, bud. All right.
It's frustrating not to have been able to sample it, but at least they caught the right species of fish.
Yeah.
The clock is ticking. In 12 days, the dry shipper will lose its supercooling ability, so they need to get some samples soon. But after an hour of trying, the team decides to hike further upriver.
We've been catching a lot of samples.
This thing is so heavy with samples right now. It's just awkward.
The guys leave the river and cut through the forest to head upstream. But a rainstorm makes sure they won't be drying out. And when they re-emerge, they find the river has completely changed.
Oh, yeah, it's incredible. All this water, and look, it's turning the water very murky, super fast. It was, the water was crystal clear like an hour and a half ago, and the water level is rising, draining so much water. There's so many mountains around here, little creeks everywhere. It just drains all into this river here. Ah. It's just gonna make the fishing harder now.
Because the river is now deeper, Cyril uses his spinning rod. This will help cover more water faster and hopefully get the lure down to the salmon as quickly as possible.
Beautiful weather. Oh man. What you gotta do for science sometimes. Fish. Here we go, guys. Guys, fish. Fish on. What is this? What is this fish? Oh, it's a Chinook. It's a big Chinook. Oh, man. Oh. I think it's a dying Chinook, though. It's not one of the species we're after. Oh, this is a giant salmon. Oh, look at this fish. Oh my God. Look how monstrous it is. It looks like a warrior zombie. Look at the teeth that it's got in the hook jaw. This fish is a real fighter. I'm gonna put it back because so that it can do what it's gotta do now, which is slowly die in peace. And I'm sorry I caught you, buddy. I didn't want to do that.
While Chinook are Pacific salmon, they are not one of the 3 species Tanya needs. She needs samples from coho, pink, and chum salmon.
Man, it's incredible. Can you believe that this fish a few weeks ago was totally silver, swimming in the ocean, coming up the rivers here to spawn and die here. And now it looks like a zombie. Look at the mold on its tail. Look at the mold on the adipose fin here, on the back here. It's slowly decaying. It's in the process of dying right now. What they have to go through to spawn is incredible. They're a true king of the rivers around here. There's got to be some coho around here. All right, let's try to find a clearer river.
The water's more clear and shallow in this small tributary, so Cyril goes back to his fly rod.
It's so cold.
The fishing has been so much harder than we thought, and there should be tons of fish migrating here, but there's barely any. I think we might have to hike even further upriver.
Oh, look, over there on the beach. There, right there.
The black bear is a safe distance from the team.
Oh, look, another black bear. Look at that.
But it's not alone.
Man, we're surrounded by black bears. Yeah, everywhere. We gotta watch our backs here.
Yeah. I mean, he's on the other side of the river, but that means they're here.
Yeah, they're definitely here. and you won't see them coming.
Bears feed on the migrating salmon and could become aggressive if they view the team as competition.
He's on the move.
They're rare, but black bear attacks do happen. And they're not the only bears out here.
Never know. There might be a big 500, 600 pound grizzly coming out of the bushes from behind us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to move spots, huh?
Not a bad idea. Especially with fewer salmon. It might be more aggressive. This is wild country here.
So the team heads further upriver to try and find a safer spot to catch some salmon.
Hey guys, look at that. More bears around here. Yeah, everywhere.
Yep.
It's a big boy too. Yeah.
They push on in hopes of catching either a coho, pink, or chum salmon so they can finally get their first samples for Dr. Brown's research.
Wait, don't come here.
I'll come and help you.
That's okay, I got it.
Looks like the team has found itself a nice patch of quicksand.
Are you okay, Jeff?
Over here.
You're fine over there. You're not fine anymore, I guess.
Quicksand is created when water saturates loose sand, creating a liquefied soil that can no longer support weight. Contrary to popular belief, quicksand will not swallow you whole. Moving slowly and spreading your weight over a larger surface area will make freeing yourself much easier.
Hey, guys. I'll stay here, okay?
Hey, what's happening with Manu? How come Manu? Are you God or what?
Jesus! I'm Jesus, man!
That's it, you're going in.
Jeez, Manny.
Jeez.
The other side of the river there looks really deep. Looks like we have a deep pool. I can see it actually. I can see it dropping off about 10 feet away from me. It drops off into that deep pool. And deep water in a river like this is good because fish tend to be at the bottom. You know, the deep pool, that's where there's the least amount of current. So they go there to rest on their migration upriver. So we'll go see, explore. If there's anybody home. Sorry guys, this sucks. Catch us a fish. What do you think I'm trying to do? This is as good as fishing gets. Ooh, beautiful weather, really hot. Lots of samples. The crew is super motivated.
Are you in the same place I am? I thought we were in a different planet maybe there for a second.
Yeah, we're in the same place, man. We're on the same boat. A sinking boat. Oh, man.
There are supposed to be thousands of salmon migrating up these rivers from the ocean, but so far, the only ones the team has found weren't right for sampling. With the clock running down on the dry shipper and all the dangers up ahead, the team might not make it on time.
There.
That looks a little nasty.
What do you think, Terry?
It's Devil's Club there, but...
Yeah, it's Devil's Club infested.
Cyril hopes to save time and avoid bears feeding on salmon by cutting through the woods, but it's thick brush filled with Devil's Club, a large shrub covered in thorns.
Let's just follow the river.
We can, but I think it's going to be much shorter if we cut across because it bends around. So remember the map?
All right, well, show of hands. Okay, who wants to take the river?
Yeah, I don't mind taking the river.
Oh, okay. It's full of bears there, and there's a lot of salmon riding right now. But so you what? Forest, yeah. What? No.
It's a
what do you say? You're a tiebreaker there.
Forest too. Let's go.
All right.
Forest?
Yep.
Forest
okay.
it is.
Yep.
You're gonna need a bigger knife.
Nah, we're fine.
Okay.
Let's get in this mess.
How much shorter again is this route? About 2 hours longer.
By the looks of it, you might have been right about the river.
Oh yeah, thorns.
It's really not that bad in here, actually.
What is it? Just grabbed onto a piece of devil's claw.
Terry just got a fistful of thorns.
I'm not going up there.
You're not coming?
Nope. Going that way.
Terry, you all right?
I'll meet you there.
You so you're going through the river? No way, man.
Going that way.
In this bear-filled wilderness, the team needs to stick together to survive.
No, man, we're not gonna let you go down this river alone. The more we are, the safer it is.
Hey, Terry, think it might help if we all pee on your hand?
Disinfect.
Terry makes quick work of removing the thorns. Devil's Club hurts, but Terry's wounds aren't serious.
We're like you, man. We're not gonna leave you behind. We don't never leave you behind. Hey, guys, come on, seriously, let's move because we still gotta set up camp. Okay, walking right into bear habitat. Thanks, Terry.
As if on cue, the team soon encounters the worst-case scenario.
Whoa. Grizzly. Stop moving, guys.
That's the big boy. Terry, back up. I hope it's just curious. Guys, don't move.
The bear sniffs the air, as if trying to decide if the team is friend, foe, or food.
All right, it's gone, guys. Whoa, man.
They finally find what seems like an ideal spot for salmon fishing, a calm pool next to the main current. With another day almost over, the pressure is on to catch a salmon and collect their first samples.
Yeah, I really love to fly fish, but you know, with a spinning rod or conventional in general, you cover a lot more water, a lot faster. And when time is running out, I guess that's the way to go. Woohoo! It's a good, guys, get the sampling kit ready. I think it's a coho. All right. It's a coho. That's what we want. That's the fish we want. Ooh. All right. Yes, a coho. That's one of the fish that we need for research. And I really don't like to keep fish. You know, samples from this one will help save the species, hopefully.
Oh, buddy, science needs you.
Dr. Tanya Brown, a leading salmon toxicologist, needs the team's help to study the contaminants found in remote salmon stocks.
You guys are paying attention because it's a lot of information right now.
There's so much stuff.
Yeah, there is so much stuff. It's unreal.
In order to successfully collect the samples, the team has to improvise a sterile research lab out here in the wild. If they're not careful, dirt, debris, and other contaminants could ruin the samples.
Anyway, guys, we got a fish, so stay alert. The bush is right here. There could be a bear coming in at any point in time.
The team must collect a variety of important data, including GPS location.
126.175.
126.175, okay, got it.
The fish's length.
68 centimeters.
Scale samples to determine the fish's age.
Scale book 1009041.
Caudal fin clippings to determine the stock of the species, as well as a surgical procedure to remove the otoliths, two tiny bones located underneath the brain.
I don't really enjoy doing this, man.
That will help Dr. Brown determine if the fish is truly wild or came from a farm.
There you go.
Yeah, I felt that one go in there.
All right, muscle tissue now.
And finally, tissue samples to determine the levels of contaminants and information about their diet.
All right, so we got all three.
The final step is to store the samples in the dry shipper,
All right, in to go.
which will keep them frozen at minus 190 degrees Celsius or minus 310 degrees Fahrenheit.
All right, get that thing closed.
All right, guys. Woo!
All right.
All right. Good job.
Yeah, good job.
Good job, man.
I'm impressed. You did great.
We got a coho. Yeah, man. Science is progressing. Plus, we have a really good, delicious fish to eat.
For tonight, yeah, it's gonna be delicious.
Not gonna go to waste, man.
Awesome.
One down. We're gonna get all the samples, guys. It's crucial for helping save the salmon, the sturgeon, and all the other animals that depend on them.
After miles of trekking deep in the rugged wilderness, the team finally managed to sample a coho salmon. But with less than 12 days before the dry shipper expires, they have their work cut out for them to collect the remaining samples and get them back to the lab before time runs out.